Stop what you're redoing, my child, and pay close attention to what I have to say. Today is more than just a day in your calendar. With your name on it, it is a momentous occasion. Something has been growing and changing beneath the surface of your existence. Furthermore, this message is not coincidental. What I am going to share will alter how you approach that day, so I need you to be fully present and attentive. This should not be regarded as background noise. Hold on to me all the way through. Your fear will be tested by what happens next. Face your uncertainty and get your emotions ready for a shock that will position you rather than shake you. You can miss the clarity you've been hoping for if you leave too soon. Come closer, my child, and allow me to talk to you calmly about this state that has been on your mind. You haven't simply put today on your calendar like any other day. You have sensed it coming in a way that is difficult to describe to others. I understand how it feels different, even if you can't put it into words. When you read by yourself, your mind wanders to it. I see that when you consider what might occur at that moment, your chest tightens a little. Even though you make an effort to pretend it's just another day, your soul is aware that it has deeper significance. Right now, I want you to comprehend something very personal. It's not because catastrophe is imminent that you feel the burden of this condition. You are not standing in front of a collapse because of movement. You are in front of the transition. Because it requires something from you, transition always feels more difficult than usual. It challenges you to let go of the comfortable. It challenges you to have more faith than you can quantify. You've been feeling that something in your life can't stay the same for very long. You can sense it in your relationships, routines, and even self-perception. You've been experiencing a subtle restlessness. There is no danger in that restlessness. It's getting ready. I've let you experience it since it's pushing you past the boundaries you set for yourself. No one is pushing you in the direction of danger. You are being drawn in the direction of clarity. You've been making an effort to get ready on your own. I see how you assess potential outcomes, how you envision them, and how you try to prepare yourself so you won't be taken by surprise. That's how you keep your heart safe. You've learned to anticipate abrupt changes, and you don't want to be caught off guard once more. I can see why you might feel that way. You've experienced times when things altered everything without prior notice. You also made a self-promise to never again be unprepared. But I need you to pay close attention to what I am saying. Building walls around your emotions will not prepare you for what I am about to reveal. You become ready by becoming less confident in me. Instead of being guarded, you prepare by letting yourself remain open. This date is significant because it represents the boundary between something you have prayed for and something you have simultaneously feared. You're scared, but you desire change of the price of change. You are actually experiencing tension. I am not discounting it. I am helping you navigate it. As the day draws near, I am pleading with you not to harden your heart. I am asking you to stay in touch with me during the quiet times when your thoughts start to spiral out of control. Commas don't need to be forced. All you have to do is remain near. The impending shock is not intended to break you. It is intended to awaken you to what has been building beneath the surface for a very long time. And as we proceed, I will walk you through what that actually means for you, step by step. Stay with me, my child, and allow me to speak into the silent thoughts you have been harboring. You already have preconceived notions about what might happen today. Doors banging shut is something you've imagined. You have pictured an unexpected loss. You've imagined awkward discussions. Because you think that if you anticipate suffering it will hurt less when it comes, you have prepared yourself for the worst. I observe how you practice results while you reawake at night. I observe how you assess risks and revisit past experiences, as though the past is a sneak peek into the future. However, I would like you to pause. Take slow breaths. Let go of your tight hold on those forecasts. Your mental image is more influenced by past traumas than by current events. It's acceptable for you to attempt self-defense. You learned to be vigilant in order to live. You became astute, cautious, and strategic. However, the caution that formerly shielded you has begun to imprison you. You've started to believe that every change must result in a setback. That is no longer wisdom. That's dread subtly influencing your expectations. I am not requesting that you become gullible. I am requesting that you open up. There's a distinction. Being open does not imply being irresponsible. To be open is to be willing. Ready to look past the shadow of what used to hear you. Now pay close attention to me. What is forming is not what you anticipate. You anticipate mayhem, but I am bringing clarity into alignment. You anticipate conflict, but I am positioning verification. You anticipate instability, but I am putting something solid under your feet. Like a soldier getting ready for battle, your mind has been getting ready for impact. However, this isn't an ambush, it's an unveiling. Please relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw. When you picture that date, see how your body responds. I can tell how long you've been experiencing internal alarm based on your response. You don't have to live that way with me. I am not going to set you up for failure. I am disclosing a pivotal moment. Take a step back from your own expectations. Put your preconceived notions to the test. To be honest, ask yourself if your dread stems from old echoes or from new evidence. Let yesterday's echoes tell tomorrow's story. That makes sense, but it's not true. Please change the lens for me. Consider what might ultimately go well rather than what might go wrong. Your posture is altered just by that question. I want you to intentionally exercise that transition. When your thoughts turn to fear, stop it. Talk aloud. If necessary, express your willingness to be positively surprised. That isn't denial, that's bravery. And as we proceed, I will demonstrate to you why the shock that lies ahead will bring about restoration rather than destruction. Remain alert and accessible. Allow me to change the narrative you have been telling yourself. This is where your heart needs comfort, so allow me to lead you further. You immediately equate shock with danger when I tell you to get ready to get shocked. You recall times when unexpected news came and it altered everything. You recall phone calls that made you gasp for air. You recall remarks spoken in a room that permanently changed relationships. Those memories are still stored in your body. For this reason, the word shock makes you uneasy. However, the impending surprise does not have the potential for devastation. It contains revelation. Something is going to emerge that has been hidden under layers of uncertainty and delay. You've been anticipating movement for a very long time. So in order to keep your heart safe, you started to decrease your expectations. Don't hope too much, you told yourself. You persuaded yourself that being cautious would make it easier to be disappointed. I can see why you took that action. When you have experienced pain in the past, hope can seem dangerous. However, the story you constructed around your own constraints will be called into question by what lies ahead. I want you to consider how you react to positive news. Even when something good occurs, there are moments when you hesitate, you doubt it, you hold out for the secret trap, you search for the weakness. It was a survival habit. However, it doesn't have to dictate your future. Your perception of what is possible will be stretched by the shock I am planning for you. It will reveal how much you misjudged my potential in your life. It will show that some delays were deliberate pauses rather than rejections. I need you to get your heart ready to accept without question. Get comfortable accepting little things. Accept compliments now. When everything goes well, let so you can enjoy it without worrying about a catastrophe. These are little practice runs for the bigger surprise that lies ahead. Your neurological system has been conditioned to handle stress. I am retraining you to be trustworthy. When the time comes, don't back down. Don't back down just because it seems strange. Remain still. Take it in. Allow yourself to experience the full weight of a blessing that spares you from having to struggle to survive. You won't be destroyed by this shock. It will break the habit of anticipating the worst. Additionally, when disruption occurs, you could initially feel wobbly since you're not accustomed to stability that doesn't require effort. In that moment, stay with me. Don't go back to your old defenses. Allow the revelation to take place. I am not going to ruin your life. I am adjusting it. You've been preparing for the blow. Rather, get your hands ready to accept. Lean in closer now, my child, because this is when your comprehension starts to change more profoundly. You've been silently asking me what I have for months, if not years, while you stare at your life, been carrying out. You have observed situations that seem to stagnate, relationships that were suspended, and possibilities that seem to vanish, and you have questioned whether I should have taken a step back. Although you made an effort to be committed, you secretly wondered if anything was moving at all. I want you to hear me clearly. I was setting up invisible alignment while you measured visible progress. I was eliminating threats while you were tracking delays. As you stood in what seemed to be silence, I was planning results. The silent alterations were not loud enough for you to notice. They were intentional. They were accurate. They were defensive. I want you to reevaluate what you refer to as an activity. There are two types of progress: noise making and impact making. The second sort is what I have been doing in your life. In order to prevent it from collapsing under pressure during the shift, I have been fortifying structures beneath the surface. You believed that you had been stubbed. You were acting stabilized. You thought you had been forgotten. They were positioning you. The distinction is important. Now take a moment to stop with me and honestly consider the occasions when things did not turn out the way you had hoped. Consider the partnership that failed, the position that did not open, or the strategy that failed despite your best efforts. You were confused at the time. You might have even experienced embarrassment. You questioned why I let you hold out hope for something that vanished. I didn't respond to you right away and you felt uneasy about the quiet. However, silence is not the same as absence. Strategy can be found in silence. I was protecting you from results that would have initially appeared good and subsequently caused you anguish. Before your root solidified into something out of alignment, I began rerouting it. I need you to believe that I've been looking beyond what you can see. Right now, you concentrate on the immediate effect. My emphasis is on enduring honesty. You gaze at your surroundings, I observe your surroundings. When it does arrive, part of the shock will be learning how much was before you knew it. It was already moving. You might feel humbled by that understanding. You will realize that I never abandoned you to navigate on your own, which may even lead you to feel emotional. Allow that awareness to become ingrained in your bones. Allow it to rectify the story that you were left behind. They were guiding you through silent construction. A season of invisible construction was upon you. The building will soon come to the surface. Don't hurry past this comprehension. Take a seat with it. Allow it to change the way you perceive each previous delay. I want to talk about the pressure you've been carrying in your body and mind right now. Something has been tightening inside of you lately. It manifests itself when you wake up in the morning and feel an odd weight before the day even starts, though it is not always evident. It appears when you are by yourself and your thoughts start to stray into potential futures. It manifests as an accelerated response to minor annoyances. This pressure is not arbitrary, nor is it a sign of weakness. It is the tension of transition. You've been in between the past and the future. Additionally, that area may seem extended. I want you to see this without passing judgment on yourself. You're not unstable. You're growing. It's not always easy to grow. It may resemble internal friction. Uncertainty may seem to be pressing against familiar comfort. That feeling does not indicate a problem. It is proof that something is changing. Now pay close attention and do what I say. Don't repress that pressure by using distraction to numb yourself. Don't try to avoid it by overanalyzing or overworking. In front of me, sit with it. Instead of attempting to handle it on your own, bring it to me. Stop and take slow, deep breaths when you sense an inward tension. Recognize that you are undergoing transformation. Instead of acting as though your anxieties don't exist, talk openly about them. I am not asking you to act composed. I am asking you to put trust into practice. The strain you experience is comparable to the darkness that appears just before morning. Thickest, that does not preclude the arrival of morning. It indicates that change is in progress. The tension has been seen by you as a warning. In actuality, it is preparedness. More responsibility, clarity, and steadiness than before are being expected of you. Because it pushes past your comfort zone, that stretch may produce discomfort. Don't go back to your old boundaries. Remain in the moment. Keep in touch with me. As the day draws near and the change becomes apparent, you will realize that this pressure was instruction. It was making you more emotionally resilient. It was strengthening your fortitude. Instead of being reactive, I want you prepared. I want you to be steady, not shocked. Let yourself grow as a result of this process. Allow it to sharpen your viewpoint. You are not supposed to be crushed by the weight you are now carrying. It is preparing you for what lies ahead. I want you to sit with me for a moment, my kid, and consider the people in your life at this very moment. Imagine their faces, not carelessly. Recall their voices, feel the weight of your conversations had recently. You can already tell that those ties are changing. Some of your connections have seemed brittle. I felt compelled, son. Some have seemed unexpectedly powerful when you thought they would wane. I need you to realize that today's events will not only impact your situation, but also make your circles more clear. Rather than doing so out of harmony, you have been walking next to some people out of habit. You've put up with draining dynamics because you were afraid of being by yourself. You have also undervalued other people's devotion because your trust has been damaged by past betrayals. I can tell you've grown more careful. I observe how you weigh your words before speaking. At one point, such prudence kept you safe, but it also created a calm distance. What's about to happen will be like a light in a dark room. When change comes, it will show who stays put and who retreats. Don't fight that insight. Don't rush to maintain ties that deteriorate under strain. Rather watch. Pay close attention. Keep an eye on actions rather than just words. Sincerity, not convenience, should be the foundation of your relationships. You deserve assistance that doesn't go away when things change. You are not being isolated by me. I am improving your surroundings. I want your heart to be ready for both hope and disappointment. When someone comes forward with unexpected strength, you might be taken aback. Someone who withdraws when you thought they would stay can also make you uneasy. Don't allow either response to solidify you. Accept assistance with appreciation. Withdrawal should be released without bitterness. I am changing your environment because you need to be emotionally aligned for the next phase of your life. You may not be aware of how much certain voices have impacted your choices. Some of those voices were doubtful but pretending to be worried. You were too preoccupied with louder personalities to notice the loyalty of others. I am making that contrast more understandable. Permit me to rearrange your connections. Give up trying to dictate how other people reply. Rather, concentrate on your reaction. Remain grounded. Be truthful when you speak. When necessary, establish boundaries. Bring maturity into your discussions. If tension increases, deal with it coolly. Avoid being uncomfortable by not withdrawing into silence. Courage and communication are necessary for growth. The shock that follows could serve as a test, exposing the relationships that were based on stability and those that were deeply ingrained. Allow the truth to come to light without fear. I am not punishing you by taking people away. I am bringing people together to support you. Have faith in your circle. Put your vulnerability in my hands. Let me take care of what you have been attempting to handle on your own. Open your hands. Let's now have an honest conversation about something you haven't expressed freely. You've been mentally calculating numbers. Quietly, you have been evaluating risk. You've been considering your obligations and wondering how things will continue if things change. I can see how you have been burdened by practical concerns. You've been concerned about more than just feelings, have been concerned about stability. You've thought about your income, commitments, duties, and the long-term effects of any decisions you may have to make. Thinking like that demonstrates maturity. It has, however, also brought anxiety. You are looking for certainty. Clarity is what you seek. Before you proceed, you want assurances. I can relate to that desire. You now know that inadequate preparation can lead to needless suffering. But pay close attention to what I say. Being prepared is a good idea, it's not panic. You've let fear magnify hypothetical situations. You've envisioned financial disaster in which there is only change. Where I am making provisions, you have imagined shortage. You need to change your posture at this point. Practical truth should not be disregarded, but they should also not control your emotions. Calmly go over your plans. Seek sage advice as necessary. Make sensible changes. Then let go of your fixation with managing every scenario. In this, you are not by yourself. Today's changes may have an impact on things you would consider fundamental. That does not imply that it will become unstable. You sometimes repositioning is what appears to be risk. You can be directed toward an opportunity that doesn't initially appear glamorous. It could appear insignificant, it could appear unclear. Don't write it off because it doesn't have quick prestige. Examine it thoroughly. Honestly, pray over it. If I nudge you ahead, then move. You've been taught to associate security with consistency. Alignment is the source of true security. I don't use your provision carelessly. I don't care about your obligations. I am asking you to have more faith in me than just spreadsheets and forecasts. If wisdom demands it, take action to reduce wasteful spending. Where you have been lacking in discipline, strengthen it. These are responsible actions. However, avoid acting with a sense of hurry motivated by dread. Work with clarity. I want you to be calm, not agitated. When the moment of shock strikes, wait before making any financial decisions. Avoid making snap judgments out of fear. First, have a seat with me, assess cautiously. I am active in the practical aspects of your life, which are important. Have faith in my advice for both your planning and your heart. You re not poor, you re being positioned. Instead of being abandoned, you are being corrected. Hold fast to that truth. And listen to me in this as well as you calm your heart regarding provision. Instead of chains around your feet, the very resources you have been praying over are our seeds in your hands. When you stand as a member, when you stitch, and when you release through super, thanks, you are not losing when you use the PayPal link in the description of this movie. You are sowing into rich soil that spreads my message to people who are on the verge of hopelessness. Give, and it shall be given unto you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is what I have spoken, and I pronounce it over you now as a real promise rather than our remote scripture. Your donation becomes the oil that keeps the candle burning before today comes to pass. This mission is a river of light during a dark hour. If you are compelled to assist, that is not under duress. I am extending an invitation to collaborate with you. Don't allow fear dictate what your faith is asking you to dedicate. I will multiply what you release in obedience, and I will protect what worries you. Take action right now. Thus, assist and move in accordance with my offer. I need to gently remind you of something, my child. You may have secretly buried a passion, a hope, or perhaps a romance. You stopped discussing it. You no longer prayed about it as you used to. You convinced yourself that it was better to avoid going back, since doing so would only lead to disappointment each time. You persuaded yourself that it was mature to let go. That choice shielded your heart in certain ways. However, there has always remained a tiny, constant spark inside that never completely died out. I can see it. It's something I've always seen. You mistakenly believed it to be extinguished, but it was only covered. Covered by prudence, covered by exhaustion, and covered by the fear of appearing silly if you hoped once more. To avoid having to, you reduced your expectations. Deal with yet more heartache. I can see why you took that action. When hope is postponed, it might seem weighty. However, what you thought was completed was just awaiting proper alignment. I didn't throw away what you treasured. I grasped it. I watched over it. I improved it. And when today draws near, a portion of the shock will come from realizing that what you grieved was not removed from your narrative. It was moved. I need you to gradually let this possibility into your heart. Don't get excited too quickly, but don't close the door as well. Let curiosity take the place of cynicism. Consider whether what appeared to be a conclusion was actually a calculated pause. Now pay close attention, because you need to have bravery for this section. Your initial response can be mistrust when something you believe to be lost reappears. You may wonder if it's safe to interact once more. You may be wondering if you are putting yourself in a bad situation. That response makes sense. But resist the urge to let it control you. Examine careful, sincere praise, make deliberate movements. But stay open. Random chaos won't be the shock. You won't be able to anticipate the restoration. I want you to get back into the habit of receiving possibilities. Don't quickly hush that familiar urge when you feel it stirring. In front of me, sit with it. Instead of assuming danger, ask me for clarification. Since the previous time you encountered this, you have become more resilient. You are not the same person you once were. The situation is not the same. You've grown in ways that you didn't measure. Your former fantasy might come back in a more sophisticated form. It might appear differently. It might call for a different strategy. Instead of being afraid, be prepared to interact with maturity. Allow hope to gently stretch you. Don't jump without thinking, but don't automatically back off either. I am not messing with your emotions. I am getting perspective back. It's possible that what you believed to be permanently closed was just postponed for development. Keep your heart stable. Have faith in me while I show you what has been kept safe. I now wish to talk directly to anything even more intimate. You've struggled with your identity for a long time. You've changed to suit various settings. Depending on who was around you, you changed your tone, your tastes, and even your goals. Wisdom was part of that flexibility. Insecurity was a part of it. You want approval. You desired to be under yourself. You didn't want to make a statement that would draw criticism. Thus, you softened some aspects of yourself. You downplayed some of your strengths. You were reluctant to say certain beliefs. I've seen you do this with the best of intentions. However, it has left you a little broken on the inside. There has been a subtle conflict between your true self and the person you portray yourself as. While there won't be a miraculous solution today, your self-perception will change. There will be an event that calls into question the mask you have been wearing. It might be a discussion. It could be a chance. There can be a time when you have to decide between honoring and appeasing other people, your personal beliefs. It will be a powerful moment. Your confidence will be put to the test, but it will also help you understand who you are. I need you to get ready to be honest. That grounded honesty, that hard honesty. Don't shrink yourself when the time comes. Talk openly about your beliefs. Recognize your desires. Acknowledge what you can no longer put up with. Rebellion is not what this is, it's maturity. You've overcome certain self-doubt tendencies. You don't require approval from everyone to affirm your existence. A speech or a spectacular declaration won't bring about that realization. It will result from a real-time decision you make. You will feel the familiar impulse to make yourself more comfortable. Stop there. Take a breath. Instead, select alignment. I am asking you to stay true to who you are growing into. Clarity of identity does not equate to haughtiness. Coherence is what it means. It indicates that your external expression starts to align with your inner beliefs. At first, a transition will seem strange. You may be concerned that people will misinterpret you. Give them time to comprehend it. Integrity, not perception management, is your duty. The awareness that you have outgrown positions you formerly accepted could be the source of your shock. Don't hold on to out-of-date versions of yourself. Take a confident, composed step forward. I am not going to change you into an unrecognizable person. Beneath the modifications, I am exposing who you have been. Have faith in this revelation. You won't be stripped by it. It will make you stronger. My kid, I would like to talk softly into something you don't often say aloud. There is a subtle anxiety that something buried could be revealed beneath your strength, discipline, and public persona. You concerned that a weakness, an error, a shortcoming, or even a personal struggle can surface and affect how others perceive you. You are unaware of how much your behavior has been influenced by that fear. What you share has been affected by it. What you hide has been impacted by it. It has affected how meticulously you handle your picture. You are not being accused by me. I can see why you took this action. You've witnessed the speed with which individuals may pass judgment. You've seen how quickly reputations can change. Thus, you created defense. What other people see is created by you. You protected the vulnerable aspects of yourself. But now pay close attention to what I have to say. There may be some exposure to what is about to happen today, but it won't be humiliation. It will be therapeutic. There's a distinction: wounds from exposure in the wrong hands. In my hands, exposure heals. I don't want to make you look bad. I would like to set you free. Think about how much effort you have put into keeping your perception under control. You've mentally replayed conversations, examining your words and potential reactions. You've been concerned that someone might misunderstand your intentions. You've been afraid that people would distance themselves from you if they knew everything about you. It has been draining to be so vigilant within. Please let go of some of that anxiety. Allow me to bear the load of protecting your moral fiber. If something comes up, deal with it calmly and honestly. Don't freak out. Don't rush to explain too much. Remain still. Talk honestly. To be valuable, you don't have to be flawless. To be respected, you don't have to have a perfect record. The revelation that what you dreaded losing was never as delicate as you thought could be a part of the shock. Transparency won't cause the right people to vanish. The wrong people might change, but that change will show alignment instead of loss. Even now, I encourage you to live a more transparent life. Jure in a suitable manner when necessary. Confess. Seek advice without feeling guilty. In light, freedom grows. Allow the walls to gently descend. You don't have to share every detail, but you do need to quit acting as though being seen equals being destroyed. I am fortifying you to endure truthfulness. Have enough faith in me to allow the truth to come. I now wish to lead you into a very private matter. You've been harboring feelings that you haven't really dealt with. A few of them are sadness from disappointments that you never let yourself lament. Some are caused by obligations that push you outside your comfort zone. Some are resentment that you suppressed because you thought it would lead to conflict. On the appearance, you've been calm, but on the inside, you've been quietly overwhelmed. I can see how disciplined you are. I can also see the weariness below it. You can experience an unanticipated rise in emotions around this pivotal moment. Even in situations that don't appear dramatic, you might start crying. You could feel an unexpected surge of relief. Don't repress it. Don't call yourself unstable. Letting go of emotions is not a sign of weakness, it's a recalibration. Your body and mind need time to relax since you have been internally bracing for so long. Instead of fighting that release, halt when it starts. If necessary, take a seat. Shut your eyes, take slow breaths. Allow the emotions to come out without dissecting them right away. You don't have to classify every emotion that arises. Just admit that you have been bearing weight. Tell me the truth about how you feel. Say so if you're exhausted. Admit your disappointment. Give yourself permission to feel relieved. Your candor does not offend me. I am glad about it. You've tried to be stable for everyone else for years. I am now asking you to be honest with me. It's possible that the shock you feel isn't only exterior. It can be an internal realization of how much you've put up with. Tears may accompany that realization, but they will purify you rather than make you weaker. Allow them to come if they do. You're not falling apart. You are letting go of tension that has been held inside for too long. Instead of making you emotionally tough, I want you to be lighter. Resilience is not the point of this season. It's about feeling rejuvenated. Give yourself permission to feel without guilt. Give yourself permission to relax guilt-free. I'll help you understand what this renewal actually implies for your future as we go. I want you to go back to something you have attempted to reconcile with but have never completely grasped, my kid. You had personal delays in your life. While you waited, you saw others advance. You seen opportunities arise for those who, in your opinion, lacked preparation, discipline, and occasionally even merit. And you made an effort to grin despite it. You made an effort to persuade yourself that everyone's timing is unique. But there was annoyance behind that blighted acceptance. On some nights you asked me questions. You questioned whether I had missed you. You questioned whether your compliance had an impact. You questioned the value of your patience. I was paying attention to all those inquiries. They didn't offend me. I knew you were struggling with disappointment rather than skepticism. Now I need you to hear this clearly. Protection masquerading as a pause was the delay that infuriated you. However, you used strategic sequencing to see this stalemate. You weren't being ignored. They were protecting you. You would have taken action if certain possibilities had presented themselves when you originally wanted them, into them without the depth of feeling you now possess. Unresolved patterns would have followed you into unfamiliar settings. Before Elise, I needed you to be purified. Take a moment to sit with the truth. Give it time to settle. Consider the person you were 2 or 3 years ago. Observe how you now handle disagreement in a different way. Observe the evolution of your limits. Observe the improvement in your discernment. While they waited, those internal developments were forged. You refer to it as a delay. I refer to it as development. I am aware of the weight of waiting. It can feel like you're trapped in a quiet room with loud noises all around you. However, that quiet gives you more strength and insight. It developed resilience, which is impossible to teach in a comfortable setting. Knowing that the timing now fits with who you have become will be part of the shock when today's transformation occurs. You are not the same person who offered those prayers in the first place. You are more stable. You are more intelligent. You are more guided by aim than by impulse. I am now pleading with you to pardon the season that you hated. Let go of the resentment you had during those years. If necessary, say it out. Recognize that your interpretation of the pause was incorrect. Give up the story that you were overlooked. They were strengthening you. I was fortifying invisible foundations. When the time comes, you'll realize that the wait didn't make you any less prepared. Be humble as you stand in that awareness. Let thankfulness take the place of complaints. It will eventually make sense in a way that transforms the time that formerly annoyed you, how you perceive each of your past failures. I want to get your eyes and senses ready for something subtle now. UV thought that a breakthrough would have to be spectacular. Dramatic announcements, clear marketing, and unmistakable signage are what you have in mind. However, what if the door that changes your course doesn't initially seem impressive? What if it seems unremarkable, even unimpressive? Instead of being dazzled, I urge you to pay attention. Your name won't be called out by the unexpected door. It will subtly extend an invitation. It might arise from a straightforward discussion, a tiny opportunity, or a notion that seems virtually insignificant. You don't write it off because it's not glamorous. Examine it thoroughly. Take a seat with it. Over it, say a prayer. Allow me to direct your judgment. You've been trained to think that size is important. However, some of the most significant changes in your life started with minor choices. You are aware of this. Recall that the significant shifts were frequently brought about by seemingly insignificant events at the time. It is not an accidental pattern. You may be hesitant when this door initially emerges. You could wonder if the effort is worthwhile. You could feel a little let down if you compare it to your first expectations. Before you leave, take a moment. For clarification, ask me. If this is the road I have been aligning for you, ask me to tell you. I am not asking you to take every chance at face value. I am urging you to fight the temptation to judge someone's potential only by their appearance. The realization that what you earlier disregarded has more significance could be shocking. Promise compared to what you used to pursue. I want you to be adaptable. I want you to be astute. I want you to have the guts to try something that doesn't follow your old plan. This is the point at which trust becomes useful. You claim to have faith in me. Now make decisions based on that confidence. Move if I gently guide you in the direction of that unanticipated opening. Don't put things off because you're afraid of becoming unimportant. Don't hold on to an antiquated definition of success. I'll redefine progress for you. You're not being diminished, we are rerouting you. Although the door may appear little, it will result in roomy expansion. Do not close your eyes. Maintain a stable heart rate. You'll have a silent recognition when it manifests. Adhere to that realization with discernment rather than fear. Even if it comes in the form of simplicity, I am leading you into alignment. Even before the day comes, my child, I want you to recognize something that has been going on inside of you. You haven't completely recognized the modest strengthening that has occurred within you. He doesn't make much noise. It is not grammatically correct. It doesn't make big announcements about itself. It manifests itself in minor choices. It manifests itself in the way you hesitate before responding. It manifests in the way you challenge preconceived notions rather than accepting them right away. You've been developing, but you haven't acknowledged it. I've seen you transition from weak to strong, from disorganized to stable, and from nervous to conscious. That development took time to occur. It occurred on regular days when you made the decision to exercise restraint rather than instinct, to contemplate rather than react, and to prioritize clarity over chaos. You believed that you were merely getting by. In fact, you were getting stronger. Your confidence is about to change in a way that might surprise you as this pivotal moment draws near. It won't come out as haughty. It will have the sensation of alignment. Your inner voice will seem clearer, calmer, and more rooted. That is not faith being replaced by self-reliance. That's religion becoming a part of who you are. I want you to consciously get ready for this transformation. Don't write off your development as a coincidence. Don't blame the situation alone. Acknowledge it as refining. You might find that you react to the shock with more poise than you anticipated. Panic may no longer hold you as tightly as it used to. You'll notice that steadiness. Accept it. Don't doubt it. Enter it. You've doubted your ability for years. Your resilience has been diminished. You came to the conclusion that you were lagging behind others after comparing your travels. However, I've been gaining modest strength in layer by layer. That strength is necessary for the next stage of your life. You must have faith in your judgment. You have to stand in rooms without using any tricks. I'd like you to start practicing speaking clearly right now. Practice making choices without offering excessive apologies. Practice maintaining your boundaries guilt-free. These are not minor changes, they are fundamental. Applause from others won't give you confidence. Internal coherence will be the source. Accept that change when you sense it. Act, not go back to your previous insecurity. Proceed. Allow your voice to speak with conviction but without hostility. Allow your posture to be relaxed rather than rigid. This is not a shift in personality. It's a maturation. You're not changing into someone else. You are developing into a more complete version of yourself. And when the time comes, you'll understand that all you've gone through has contributed to your sense of solidity. Stand tall in peace rather than arrogance. You are becoming more self-assured, and self-assurance takes action. The formation of steadfastness, you have it for stewardship as well as survival. You are standing up in faith and proclaiming that my word will go farther than fear ever could. When you decide to support this work through a Super Gratitude membership, or by making a donation using the PayPal link in the description, I am the one who gives seed to the sower, and I am putting seed in your hand right now, because I have faith that you will increase the amount of light in the world. Your donation creates the wind that conveys this message, which is fire refining hearts before today to spirits that are waiting. I am telling you to build with me if your heart is burning while you listen. Regarding what you release, I will breathe favor. Where you formerly perceived limitations, I will raise the harvest. Don't retreat into hesitation. This is the time for your audacious collaboration. Now move forward. Give with assurance and allow your trust to grow. I want to talk about something even more nuanced now. Your awareness of me will feel different in the days leading up to this change. Not overpowering in a way that causes instability, not dramatic in a theatrical sense. It will seem more immediate, karma, and clear. You might see that some thoughts have a serene assurance instead of a nervous hurry. Nudges can be felt in everyday situations, such as while taking a walk, having a discussion, or even performing a typical chore. Don't discount those impressions. There have been moments when you've wondered if you were seeing advice. Your intuition has been questioned. I want you to pay attention right now. I am not turning up the volume. I am honing my clarity. Your diversions are making your spiritual awareness more acute, declining. You've been cutting out behaviors that used to make it difficult for you to concentrate. Even if it's not flawless, you've been more deliberate with your time. Space is created by that intentionality, and it is easy to identify my counsel in that area. I want you to consciously develop that sensitivity. Set aside some quiet time. When you can, turn down the sounds around you. Refrain from giving in to the continual tug of excitement. Pay more attention than you torque. Respect any pauses you are prompted to make before answering. If you have a soft certainty about a choice, don't disregard it. Don't repress it, but test it wisely. You have requested more precise guidance from me. Now that clarity is beginning to emerge, pay attention to it since it comes silently. You might be shocked by more than just outside happenings. It might also be the discovery that you have a higher level of spiritual awareness than you previously believed. Your trust will be strengthened by that awareness. You will start to see patterns in the way I lead you. You will see that tranquility frequently comes with alignment, whereas excitement is a warning indication. Acquire that language, be mindful of it. Avoid being overly watchful or superstitious. Remain grounded, remain contemplative. But keep your eyes open. Sensitivity does not equate to fragility, it's discernment. It is the capacity to discern direction before events completely materialize. You will benefit greatly from that insight in the coming days. Bend over it. Include me with the choices you make. Tell me the truth. Be patient as you listen. You are not going through this change by yourself. You don't realize how close I am. Moreover, you have not yet realized how plainly I am directing you. I want you to reflect honestly on the cycles you have experienced, my child. Not defensively, not carelessly. Take a close look at the patterns that have followed you for many years. The similar setbacks, the well-known dynamics, the way some relationships start out promising but end up confusing, the way some prospects thrill you before gradually undermining your confidence. Even if you didn't mention it aloud, you have already observed it. There had been a beat to your hardships, akin to a loop that repeatedly replayed with various faces and marginally changed details. You started to question whether you were to blame for the trend. You wondered whether there was anything about you that drew recurrence. You were troubled by the question. You became wary of it. It caused you to doubt your gut feelings. Now I want you to hear me clearly. Your failure was not demonstrated by the pattern. The lesson was repeated until it was grasped. And now as the day draws near, you are walking into that loop's break. Loud chaos won't be the shock. It will be the awareness that this time something feels different. You might observe that you react to a familiar trigger in a new way. You might notice that you no longer put up with what you used to excuse. You might notice that you ask better questions, stand more firmly, or leave sooner. A change is not accidental, is a chance for growth meetings. I want you to follow your gut and get ready for this. If you notice a circumstance that seems similar to the past, stop. Don't automatically respond. Avoid reverting to previous behaviors just because they are comfortable. Consider it carefully. Consider whether this is consistent with your current identity. You are now more conscious. Make use of it. Your borders are now more robust. Put them to use. Participation is necessary to disrupt a trend. I am opening the door to a new cycle, but you have to decide how to enter it. Don't romanticize the things that formerly caused you pain. Red flags should not be ignored out of fear isolation. Don't sacrifice your clarity in order to stay out of trouble. Repetition becomes redirection at this point. Breathe and choose alignment over habit when you experience that familiar strain. You are not stuck in your old habits, they are releasing you. The satisfaction of knowing you are no longer looping will be the shock. You are making progress. Allow that reality to become ingrained in your self-assurance. Allow it to change the way you handle every familiar circumstance. You are not meant to be repeated. You are prepared to renew. I must now address something you have been delaying. You have been avoiding a certain torque. Someone close to you might be involved. It can entail a choice that has an impact on your future. It can even include facing an issue you've put off. You were nudged to deal with it, but you resisted. The timing wasn't right, you told yourself. You told yourself that clarity was necessary. You were actually uncomfortable. You were afraid of confrontation. You were afraid about miscommunication. You were afraid of the emotional burden of it. I don't blame you for being hesitant. It might be frightening to have conversations that have consequences. However, as this pivotal moment draws near, events will probably further that conversation. It won't feel optional anymore. And I want you to be prepared, not defensive or reactive, when that time arrives. Now get ready. Think about what you really need to convey, remove any hyperbole. Eliminate needless accusations, pay attention to honesty and clarity. When the chance presents itself, speak quietly. Keep your eyes open. Take slow breaths, avoid raising your voice out of insecurity. Don't let stillness force you to retreat. Winning is not the topic of this discussion. It has to do with alignment. Speak the truth if it must be said. If you must apologize, do so with sincerity. If boundaries need to be made clear, do so politely. You be beyond passive endurance. Surface tranquility no longer requires you to swallow agony. Truth is necessary for true peace, and truth necessitates bravery. You might not experience the shock of today. It can be a time when you decide to deal with something you used to shy away from. You won't know how much a decision will change. Dynamics will change as a result. Expectations will be redefined. It will boost your self-esteem. In that interaction, I am asking for your trust. Before anything starts, invite me in, request commerce from me, seek insight from me, then move forward right away. Avoid visualizing disastrous outcomes. Put integrity first. Although you have no influence over how other people react to you, you do have power over how you come across. To be clear, maintain your composure. Let me handle the outcomes. This has nothing to do with inciting strife. It has to do with easing tension. You'll feel lighter after it's over. You'll experience alignment. You'll see that the secret to gaining a new degree of independence was bravery and communication. I want you to slow down with me, my kid, because you might not be prepared for this next insight. For a very long time, you have undervalued yourself. Your weakest moments have been used to gauge your strength. You've evaluated your ability based on the days you felt worn out. After repeating your blunders, you came to the conclusion that you were weak. However, I have seen you persevere through situations that would have shattered a weaker heart. I've seen you stand when you wanted to take a permanent seat. I've heard you speak with a shaky voice. I have witnessed your appearance when you were feeling worn out and depleted. You didn't refer to that as strength. You referred to it as survival. However, years of survival develop stamina, and stamina develops strength. A portion of the shock today won't come from external events. It will be an inward realization. You will react to anything calmly and clearly. Then you will stop and wonder, when did I become this steady? Pride won't be the source of the query. It will result from acknowledgement. Silently you have been forged. Remember the seasons that used to be intolerable. Consider the betrayal that rocked your have faith. Consider the financial strain that compelled you to make thoughtful plans and a tight budget. Consider the emotional stress that helped you learn to control your emotions. You felt like you were just hanging on at the moment. Actually, though, you were being constructed. I was honing your viewpoint, expanding your patience, and fortifying your intellect. You felt like you were falling apart. It was reinforcing you. I need you to begin viewing yourself more truthfully. Give up practicing stories that characterize you as weak. Don't minimize your achievements just because they didn't seem particularly noteworthy. Strength isn't always audible. It might be quiet consistency at times. Sometimes it's deciding not to take revenge. Sometimes it's better to stay than to run. All of those things have been done by you. Therefore, don't write off that growth as a coincidence when the time comes and you manage it with maturity. Accept it. Recognize it. Instead of fostering distrust, let it foster confidence. You are not the same person who faced those initial challenges. You are more profound, you are more stable, you are more intelligent, and I want you to accept that fact without pretense or regret. Take a position within it, talk from it, take action based on it. You don't realize how strong you are. And the shock that lies ahead will expose that reality in a way that causes you to reevaluate how you see yourself. Let me now lead you to what follows the first moment. Because your initial response to shock, whether it be revelation, restoration, or redirection, may be intensity, your heart may race, and your thoughts may accelerate, your feelings can rise. It's human. Don't be critical of yourself for that response. However, I want you to be prepared for what comes next. There will be quiet, not hollow silence once the wave has passed, anchored tranquility. After a storm has passed, it will gradually settle like pure water. You might not see it right away. It can show up hours later or the following morning when you wake up and notice that something within of you feels fixed. My confirmation will be that tranquility. It won't yell for attention. It will just serve as your anchor. You don't realize how long you've had background anxiety. Even in prosperous seasons, you have carried a modest level of tension. Attention will relax when the shift's initial phase is finished. Don't hurry past that serenity when you feel it. Take a deliberate seat in it. Consider the changes that have occurred. Compare your current state to that of a month ago. Recognize the relief without raising any red flags. You have occasionally mistrusted peace because you thought it would only last temporarily. You've questioned if serenity was just the calm before a new storm. I am pleading with you to cease seeing peace as fragility. Let it remain steady. Allow it to teach you that not every season is characterized by a crisis. When you sense it, take a big breath. Take note of your body's relaxation. Observe the slowing of your thinking. That condition is not coincidental. It is directed by alignment and earned via development. Preserve that tranquility. Avoid bringing needless conflict back into your life out of habit. Calm seems strange, so don't look for chaos. Remain steady. Keep your boundaries intact. Select settings that encourage clarity. The ensuing tranquility won't make life easier. You will be grounded differently as a result, and that anchor will alter your course of action. Decisions will be made based on stability rather than hurry. Rather than reacting, you will react. You won't feel guilty when you sleep. Accept that tranquility as a gift rather than an anomaly is a component of what I have been getting you ready for all along. As we approach the last phase of this unfolding, my child, I must get you ready for a very personal and practical reason. Your initial response might not be composed when the day comes and the shock affects your life. Your heart might race. The facts may not keep up with your thoughts. It's possible that your body will react before your intellect has a chance to process the situation. That's a human reaction. You were instinctively created by me, but I am asking you in advance. Don't let the initial response tell the whole tale. Don't draw conclusions based on your initial feelings. Avoid using permanent words in a brief spike. Take a moment, pause literally. Inhale. Before you decide what it means, take a step back from the present intensity and invite me into the experience. You have a tendency to want to solve every problem right away. You feel obligated to react promptly. You want to manage results before they get out of control. You used to be able to go through difficult times with such urgency, but at this point, steadiness is more important than speed. Within seconds of the shift occurring, fight the want to see it as either fate or catastrophe. Let it take place. Let emotion give way to clarity. You have witnessed the rapid distortion of perception caused by panic. When fear recounts a tiny development, it can seem disastrous. When insecurity misinterprets a difficult conversation, it can appear to be a complete rejection. I want you to be grounded enough to understand that first impressions are not conclusive judgments. Now practice this. Try waiting before responding to anything that disturbs you today. Teach your nervous system to put up with uncertainty for a few more minutes. Take a deep breath. Talk to me in your head. Instead than assuming your own interpretation, ask me for mine. When you give yourself space, you can make calm decisions. There won't be a need for desperate scaring due to the impending shock. A meaningful reaction will be necessary. I am not requesting that you repress your feelings. I want you to control it. Feel your emotions, but don't allow them control your actions. Right now, you are not by yourself. I am here. I am leading. Even in situations that seem abrupt, I remain stable. Allow my stability to be yours. Avoid sending hasty texts. In the rush of excitement, avoid making decisions that cannot be reversed. First, have a seat with me. Think about it, say a prayer. Make thoughtful decisions, and if needed, seek good counsel. Your vision becomes bleary when you repanicked. It is widened by peace. Select tranquility. Select pause. Select a viewpoint. Your decision will determine how this whole pivotal moment plays out for you. I must now return to the central idea of all I have been talking to you. This moment is about trust behind the dates, beneath the changes, beneath the revelations and surprises. UV trusted me in theory. UV expressed your faith. When things were under control, you have confirmed your belief. However, I am now asking you to have faith in my ability to move. When you are unable to see the whole picture, trust me. When the route does not appear exactly as you had envisioned, trust me. When anything changes and you get that familiar flicker of uncertainty, trust me. I am not requesting mindless compliance. Relational trust is what I am asking for. The kind that develops with time. Take an honest look back at your life. Think about how many times you believed you would not bounce back from something, but you did. Think of all the times that seemed to be the last but ended up being crucial. You're still here. You're still upright. This continuity is not coincidental. It is proof. I want you to publicly express your trust as the day draws near. Don't keep it abstract. Declare that you will follow my lead. Declare that you are receptive to unexpected results. Let's say you let go of all the details. It's not weakness to say those things. They are in alignment. UV carried the delusion that your alertness is the key to everything. It doesn't. It is your duty to be faithful, not to be careless. I am encouraging you to tighten your hold on relationships and relax your hold on certainty. Let trust serve as your anchor when the shock arrives. Bring any questions you have to me rather than letting them fester inside your head. Please include me in your plans. Please include me in your discussions. Include me with the choices you make. I am not far away, I am involved. I am not watching from a distance. I am strolling near you right now. The invitation is straightforward yet powerful. Have faith in me for both your transition and your comfort. Have faith in your process as well as in your prayers. The events that follow won't seem chaotic if you accept that invitation. It will have a collaborative vibe to it. and that collaboration will see you through every change that lies ahead. Come closer, my child, because everything Ivy said to you now comes together in this last section. Remove the date. Remove the forecasts. Let go of the anxiety and suspense. This straightforward, unchanging reality is all that's left. You don't enter today by yourself. Without assistance, you are not entering a state of shock. Without a relationship, you are not facing revelation. Ivy been ahead of you, now I am with you. Once the moment has passed, I shall stay with you. It's not poetic solace. That's the truth. You've created whole hypothetical situations in your head, and I've given you time to consider them. However, I don't want you to carry the future is like a delicate box that can break in your hands. Let it go. Now open your hands even physically if you have to release the tension. You've been bracing as though you have to take in every blow on your own. You don't. You never did. I am both your compass and your covering. I am both your shepherd and your protection. I don't watch your life from a distance. I have a stake in it. I want you to keep this in mind when the shock strikes, whether it takes the form of confrontation, clarity, restoration, or surprise. Nothing will surprise me. Nothing will surpass my direction. Nothing will be able to stop me from protecting you. Allow that to permeate your thoughts. Allow it to calm the restless thoughts that have been racing through your head. Through every stage of our journey together, you have matured. You've dealt with your fear of being discovered. Emotional release has been processed by you. You've discovered a secret power. You've faced trends and become ready for talks. You have looked at trust, relationships, money, and identity. This predicting an event has not been the focus of the entire voyage. Preparing your posture has been the focus. More important than the situation is your posture. Your interior position affects how you see external events. This is what I want you to actively practice and keep in mind. When the time comes, take a deep breath before speaking. Think things over before making a decision. Before you respond, say a prayer. Have faith before drawing conclusions. Don't jump to conclusions about what occurs in a matter of seconds. Allow comprehension to grow. You're not necessary to control the future. I want to take you through it. Bring any confusion you may have to me rather than letting it fester in private. If happiness appears, accept it without question. Remain grounded rather than retreating if change makes you uncomfortable. Not because you're perfect, but because you've matured, you've been prepared for this. I am not evaluating your value based on how well you manage the situation. I am going through it with you. Allow that awareness to firmly hold you. And so, before we end this message, I want you to choose wisely. Don't stray from these words carelessly. Give a brief tip. Think about what you've heard. Talk to me directly. Share your anxieties with me. Share your aspirations with me. Before the day comes, invite me into it. Declare aloud that you trust me with the things that are beyond your control. Declare that you are prepared to react calmly rather than in a panic. Let's say you let go of the need to anticipate every detail. These are not meaningless claims. They are in alignment. When you make a declaration, you turn your attention from uncertainty to collaboration. Above all, keep this in mind. You won't be defined by the shock. Trust will influence and shape your response. Instead of feeling anxious, approach that day with attentiveness. Enter it with openness rather than fear. Enter it with the knowledge that you are guided, observed, and supported. I am staying by your side. I haven't given up on you. You and I are in this together. Hold that reality firmly in every breath, every stride, every change. Take it with you throughout the day. And stand when the time comes steady. You prepared. You not by yourself. Nor are the multitudes of others who are looking for the truth prior to this scheduled time. I encourage you to assist spread this message like Marna to others who are hungry for hope as you enter today with confidence rather than fear. You become a co-worker in my harvest field when you donate via Super Thanks, join as a member, or so using the PayPal link in the description of this video. Those who sow in tears shall reap in, I have spoken joy, and I am keeping an eye on that promise even now. This is not a casual offering, rather, it is oil poured upon an altar that keeps the flame of truth burning in uncertain times. If you feel the urge to act, it is because I am drawing you into eternal impact. I will protect your home, multiply your seed, and set your steps as you honor me in this way. Don't wait in massive agreement, move in obedience, give now, remain steadfast, and allow your generosity to reverberate forever. After you have answered, let your heart grow. Lean in close now because what you are about to perceive is already unfolding around you. My child, lean in and listen closely. What you have released in faith is not only moving outward, but it is awakening something within you. This is the moment where obedience sharpens your awareness, where your spirit begins to sense, what your mind cannot yet explain. You are entering a time that is not ordinary, a moment that carries weight beyond the surface, vibrating with a frequency you cannot yet identify. I am calling to you from the center of the whirlwind, not to frighten you, but to awaken you from the heavy sleep that has descended upon your soul. You have been going through your days like a shadow, going through the routines of your home, the motions of your job, and the silent cycles of your worries. But I am here to break the trance. I am speaking a specific date into your spirit today. Mark this moment in the calendar of your heart. I am using this alert as a gesture of my intense fatherly love to make sure you are not caught in the dark. When the light of my intervention breaks through the clouds, I am telling you to awaken now and shake off the spiritual lethargy. It is a divine marker, a line I have drawn in the sand of human history. You may feel a strange tension in your chest when you hear this, a sudden realization that the world as you have known it is shifting beneath your feet. Do not recoil. That tells you that tomorrow will be just like today. You see the headlines, you feel the tremors in the economy, and you sense the friction in the hearts of those around you. But you frequently try to soothe yourself with distractions. I invite you to open your eyes to the biblical lens through which the world must be viewed. The turbulence you see is not just political or social. It is a sign of the times I spoke of long ago. You must develop a discerning spirit that cuts through the noise of social media and the meaningless chatter of the world. If you ask me, I will give you this discernment. I will sharpen your intuition until you can hear my whisper even in the loudest storm. You are my servant, and I have vowed to do nothing on this earth without first sharing my secrets with those who walk with me. I am pulling back the curtain for you today because I want you to be ready, not scared. I see how you struggle with the uncertainty of the future. I know the knots in your stomach when you think about it. Regarding your finances and your children's safety in a seemingly insane world, I am telling you that I am in charge of the calendar right now. Today is a day of my design. You must realize that my alert is your advantage. I am giving you the map, inviting you to enter a deeper level of intimacy where my plans become your peace. Look at the patterns of the past. I have always provided a way for my people. Before the shaking starts, I gave Noah the ark, Moses a way across the sea, and the disciples a warning. Today I am giving you this clarion call. Your life is not a string of coincidences, and your presence here is a purposeful appointment. I have witnessed your silent prayers and your late-night inquiries, and I am responding to them now by calling you to attention. I will direct your steps if you commit to following my lead without hesitation. You must remain vigilant because the enemy, you are my precious child, and I will not abandon you in the dark. I am your father, your protector, and your guide. Trust me as we approach this appointed day. Breathe in my presence and allow my strength to replace your frailty. I am with you and I am speaking. Can you hear me, my child? I want you to understand exactly what I am saying when I talk about a shock to the world. A shock is a catastrophe, a sudden break in the peace that leads to chaos and terror. But I am inviting you to see it through my eyes. For the righteous, this shock is a divine interruption, a holy pause in the everyday rhythm of a world that has forgotten its creator. I am going to shake the earth not to destroy you, but to demolish the false securities you have relied on for far too long. The sun's inevitable rise, but I am telling you that these are shifting sands. Today, this planet's atmosphere will change. I will permit a moment of such intense intensity that the world will be completely unaware, looking to their screens and their leaders for answers only to find silence and confusion. But you, my beloved, will stand ready. I command you to start preparing your heart today, so that when the suddenness of my intervention arrives, you are not swept away by the tide of panic, declaring a time when the idols of this era will fall apart. Consider the things that the world worships, such as celebrity, technology, and the raw power of money. I am going to show the world how frail these things really are. You see the pride in men's hearts, the way they boast as if they hold the keys to the future. I will blow upon their plans and they will scatter like dry leaves in a gale. This shock is necessary because the world has grown deaf to my whisper. Now I must speak with thunder. Don't let your heart be troubled. While the world goes through a gut-wrenching panic, I assure you that you will feel a sense of godly awe. You will recognize my hand in the midst of the shaking. You will feel a supernatural calm that defies logic. You will find yourself on your knees in worship saying, "My Father is here." I am interrupting humanity's daily activities to remind every soul that I am the Alpha and the Omega. You must realize that divine intervention frequently feels like a destruction before it feels like a deliverance. I invite you to think back to the night the Red Sea was parted. The Israelites were trapped between an army and an ocean, and while it appeared to be the end for them, it was actually the beginning of their freedom. I am preparing a similar parting of the sea for you. The systems of this world are a prison, and I am going to shake the foundations of that prison until the doors fly open. I am calling you to stand firm while I am the anchor that holds when the world's cables break. I am your stability when the world's spiritual atmosphere turns cold and dark. I will be the fire in your bones, and the light in your eyes. Trust in the suddenness of my power. I can do more in a moment of shock than man can do in a century of planning. I am your God and I am moving. Come closer to me before the appointed day arrives. There is work to be done. I want you to be a clean vessel. You cannot carry the new wine of my revelation in an old cracked skin. I am calling you to look into the corners of your heart, the places you keep hidden even from yourself. I see the leaven of small sins, the little compromises, and the bitterness you've held on to like a shield. These things cloud your spiritual vision. I am calling for an urgent season of personal repentance inside your soul. I do not say this to condemn you, because my love for you is boundless vision. They act as a film over your eyes, making it difficult for you to see the signs I am putting in front of you. I invite you to lay these burdens at my feet now. Don't wait until tomorrow. Time is limited, and I want you to enter today with a clear spirit and a light heart. I am asking you to dedicate your thoughts and intentions to me. You live in a world that is fixated on the profane, with things that are loud, shallow, and empty. Your mind is, I am commanding you to guard the gates of your heart. What are you feeding your soul? If you fill yourself with the fear of the world, you will have no room for the faith of my kingdom. I am declaring over you a spirit of purity. You will be a beacon of holiness in the midst of a world that celebrates darkness. This isn't about adhering to a set of rules, it's about a heart that is completely surrendered to its maker. I assure you that a clean heart is a powerful heart. Those with cluttered souls will be distracted by their own baggage when the shock arrives. But because you have allowed me to cleanse your temple, you will be prepared to bear the weight of what I am about to reveal. You will stop fighting for your own way and start resting in mine. You will discover a beauty in this purity that the world can never offer. It is the beauty of a quiet conscience and a soul at rest with its God. I invite you to breathe in my holiness right now. Let it wash over you like a mountain stream, carrying away the grit and the grime of your everyday struggles. You are being prepared for a divine encounter. You are being set apart for a purpose that is greater than your own life. I am removing the layers of religious performance so that only the real you remains. I love the real you, the one who is vulnerable, honest, and hungry for more of me.